Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And today I will tell some story that you might know. In this story, there will be a man who discovered a new medical method for our future. And he also a genius and also a doctor that popular in the world history and Islamic history. Can you guess who is it? No? Okay, but before I begin the story that I want to share to you, I want to introduce myself first because I'm afraid that some of you haven't know my name. So my full name is Ashishifa Hanifah, but you can call me Shifa for short. And today I will tell the story of Ibn Sina. Have you ever heard the story of Ibn Sina? The Muslim man who found the new modern medical method, and he also not he a doctor and also a philosopher. He he always helping others, like helping anyone from every religion and every country. His job is like usually that doctor usually do. And without any further delay, I will just tell the story right away. So, in the beginning, Ibn Sina was one of the most amazing scholars in history. He's genius, curious, religious, and always eager to learn new things. From a young age, he always loved studying science and learning about medicine, and he eventually became one of the greatest doctors the world has ever known. His story is full of inspiration and shows us how passion for knowledge can lead us to incredible achievements. Ibn Sina, known in the West as Avicenna, he is known as the father of modern medicine for his monumental work. The book name is Al-Qanun fi Al-Tib. But there is another book beside Al-Qanun fi Al-Tib. There is Al-Shifa and Al-Majmu'. Um, Ibnus, the Al-Qanun fi Al-Tib, or known as the Canon of Medicine, which remained a primarily medical reference for centuries, and is considered one of the most influential philosophers of the pre-modern era. Now, I want to tell you for the backstory of Ibn Sina. One day, there is a man that actually lived in Iran. The name is Ibn Sina. He was born in Ashana near Bukhara, or maybe the current location now is in Uzbekistan country if you don't know. And he also displayed extraordinary intelligence from childhood. Uh, at the age of 10, he had already memorized Al-Quran completely. He said that after he finished reading Quran, he suddenly get new inspiration and want to discover a new medical method for modern era. Until now, that method still used in medical. Um, Ibn Sina studied various disciplines, including medicine, philosophy, and mathematics. Um, he was born in 980 Anno Domini until his heyday ended in 1037 Anno Domini. By the time he was just 16 years old. Imagine, guys, just 16 years old. But Ibn Sina already became a skilled doctor who could treat many complex diseases. His fame grew more and more when he successfully cured the king of Bukhara, earning access to rare libraries that boosted his learning even further. Um, he he also wrote more than 450 books in his lifetime, and his most famous work is Al-Qanon fi Al-Tib, or known as the Canon of Medicine. Al-Qanon fi Al-Tib became a medical encyclopedia used as the main reference in Europe and the Islamic world for more than 500 years. Um, it became the standard in medical education until around 1650. He also made major discoveries in fields like psychology, anatomy, pharmacy, and infectious disease. His He was so kind and wise that he refused to ask for payments from his patients and was happy to help anyone, from kings to commoners. He also have contrib- he also have contribution in the world history. One of the contribution is expert in philosophy and other fields of science, recognized as the father of modern medicine because of the identification of medicinal substance and the distillation method he discovered. He also made major discover. He also developed diagnostic techniques such as measuring pulse, respiration, and urine. His medical discoveries is identified infectious diseases such as tuberculosis and their possible spread through the air and soil, long before Louis Pasteur. He also proposed the theory that thoughts and emotion can affect physical health, now known as psychosomatics. Not only that, he also found the pressure theory. In physics, that pressure theory name is hydrostatic pressure theory. And he also wrote more than 450 books in various fields, including philosophy, astronomy, physics, chemistry, and music. Al-Majmu' is a preliminary work containing various general science. However, his journey was not always smooth, like us. But the difference between Ibn Sina and us is that time, Ibn Sina during a time of political instability, forcing him to move from one region to another. He experienced so many difficulties like imprisonment, threats, and constant travel. But through every obstacle he has done, he never gave up. He never stopped learning, uh, and he never want stop helping each other. He still continued teaching, learning, researching, and helping others, like the doctor usually do. Um, the doctor usually do. And and his commitment to learning never faded until his death in June 1037 Anno Domini. His tomb has now been converted into a museum complete with a library inside of the museum. And today, Ibn Sina is remembered as a genius, a healer, a great doctor, a philosopher, and a leader in the golden age of Islamic science. His legacy proves that a brilliant mind combined with strong dedication can change the world. Uh, Imagine if you were Ibn Sina. You have many problems in that time, and I know you will easily give up and never want to learn again. But Ibn Sina is different. He have commitment and still consistent on his goals. The the moral that we can take from this story is Ibn Sina's life teaches us that true success comes from continuous learning, unwavering effort, and a sincere to benefit others. Um, and a sincere to benefit others. His journey reminds us that intelligence alone is not enough. It must be guided by faith, perseverance, good character, and good religion also. Challenges may come, but if we hold on to our dreams and keep striving for knowledge, we too can leave a positive legacy for our future. With strong faith, curiosity, and determination, we can overcome any obstacle and leave a meaningful impact on the future. Maybe that's all for the story of Ibn Sina. Thanks for listening to my storytelling, and I hope we can always keep growing and consistent on our goals like Ibn Sina do. Always hardworking and never forget to ask help to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala if you have many problems. Inshallah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala will help easier all of your problems. And I also hope that this story can be inspiration and can be learning motivation for all of us. Until we meet again, thank you and bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.